What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. It's American to cancel somebody's dreams. What were we watching? Kevin Hart's like irresponsible, I guess, documentary on Netflix. My lady was watching it, and I had seen some of it previously, but I didn't watch the whole thing at then. But we had kind of binge watched it, and they kept bringing up the tweet thing when he got the job to host the Oscars, and then it fell through because of that. And then the constant, you know, you don't like gay people. And I thought about it in the sense of, and I was looking at something else earlier that day where cancel culture is, when you black, that's American culture. Because cancel, the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness don't necessarily go for us as black people, you know. And people have been canceling our dreams for generations. So cancel culture that people see as of now, for me, I'm like, that's been an American thing. You know, when kids are like, I want to be an astronaut, and the teacher's like, you can't do that. You're not gonna. I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, and the teachers will be like, no, you can't do that. You know, when the teachers would and the adults would take a dump on our dreams, goals, and aspirations, you know, because of whatever reason. Like, some of us were smart enough to do it, and they did it anyway, and some of us weren't smart enough to do it, you know. But it didn't matter to them. You was black, so, you know, I'm gonna crush your dreams. You know, Mrs. Whatever decided, you know, you can't be anything in life but a garbage man or something like that. No knock on garbage men. Garbage men actually make good money, but you know, you can't say I want to be the president. You know, they'll tell you promptly no. When you go to purchase things, you know, that's what part of redlining and blockbusting and what is that? The high interest loans, predatory loans. That's what that's about. I'm canceling, you know, your American dream to own something. You know, my granddad had to deal with that where, you know, he came back from the Korean War and he tried to purchase a home. And of course, you know, you got to do it. You couldn't do it through a bank. You had to do it through a white family, you know, who was going to do it for you. And then he paid for the house and they walked off with the house. And my grandfather, previous to that, he owned land, cattle, oil rig, and oil. And when he died, my great-grandmother rather, they tried to kill her, so they ran her out of the city. So she wound up ran her out of that city. So she wound up living in New Orleans in the projects, hiding, so they couldn't actually kill her because they wouldn't come to the projects at that time. And it was like the 80s, like when she was in the projects, because I was a kid. So that canceled somebody's, you know, people like mine's inheritance, right? My parents' inheritance, right? So, but, you know, that's something celebrated in American culture. Yeah, we work hard, we pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, that shit. You know, you go places and people, when you go to college, and those predatory debts that they have waiting for you. Get this credit card at 9,000%. You're growing. You're on your own, buddy. Just sign this, and you can have $1,000. It is what it is, right? But it's America's thing to cancel people's culture. That's what I was thinking about. The Texans quarterback, Deshaun Watson. You know, there's going to come a point where people are going to go, you know what? All of this stuff wasn't actually real. These girls were lying. Same thing with the Bill Cosby thing. Even the same thing with the R. Kelly thing. Like, y'all gonna come to the point after, y'all wasted all these people time and money, and these people been in jail, and these people lost out on income, and these people's reputations have been ruined. You gonna come out a year later, oops, my bad. Because it's okay. It's American to cancel our dreams. It's an American thing. You're not supposed to have anything. What was that? What was that movie? Rosewood. When they got a piano, I don't have a piano. That's how people still are to this day. I remember talking to a homeboy of mine at the gym, and us as black men, we have a rule. If you got white co-workers, if you're living okay, don't invite them to your house, because they'll get jealous and go back to work and get you fired. And my homeboy, he broke the rule. He was trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? The guy, was having a baby. Him and his wife needed a break from each other. Not just one of those, let me just get a couple hours so she can have a peace of mind and he can have his. He's like, man, come on, watch the game, man. He came to watch the game. He looked around, oh boy, huh? That's how you live. Kind of it clicked in, and then he went back to work. He's selling that marijuana out of his house. Now, I'm making the marijuana part up, but he got him fired. And my homeboy knew. He said, yeah, I knew exactly what it led back to. And then, subsequently, they band together, canceled him, right? And then months later, they couldn't do the job as efficiently, and they had to hire him back, actually for more money, for sure. But, this is the American way. Like, this is what it is. If I can't get you off the air, I'm going to cancel you. You remember that with Arsenio? Like, that's how it happens. But here we go. To me, it's just part of the culture, man. But we don't cancel the people who are lying. That's the interesting thing of it. But like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.